Alright, that's recording.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hopefully I'm in there. Sure. And then this is this one. No. Alright, cool. There we go.
Very good. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Carol Ritchie, Cooking with Carol, and I am so excited. We're here at Jay Gilligan's here in Arlington, Texas, and I'm talking with a bona fide rock star. I'm so excited. This is Annie Stoic, and she's got an amazing band. It's called Jackknife Stiletto, and so we can't wait to get to know her better and to find out more about Miss Annie and the band. How you
Thank
doing?
you. I'm good. How are
Great.
you?
And you ordered something.
I did. I ordered the
Yay. Awesome.
taco nachos.
Oh, because when in Texas, that's what you do, right?
Exactly.
Oh my
You
goodness.
get Irish blended Tex-Mex,
That's
right?
It's a specialty here.
That's awesome.
And you know, you are a world traveler. I am so excited to find out more about you, how you got inspired, and what you're doing now, what projects you're working on, and some of the fun travels you've been on.
Awesome.
So let's start, I guess, with the band. How did you get inspired to start being a guitar player and a singer and all of that?
All right. I still say I'm a late bloomer in learning music and stuff. I didn't really start playing guitar until high school or really knowing like what rock music was until then. You know, I heard some punk bands like Anti-Flag, Rancid, Bouncing Souls, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. And then I went to a local show in Staten Island at a place called Dock Street, and I was like, saw local bands for the first time. I was like, this is amazing. I need to be up there. I need to do this. So my cousin gave me my first guitar, and I went and paid for my own lessons, got a job, and went and started learning guitar. And I really got involved with the local music scene on Staten Island, and kind of went from there. Met my band in college, and
That's great. That's great. And you know what? I think what impresses me the most about you and your band is that I've watched some of your videos that you have, and there was a recent festival that you guys did together where you're in the van and you set up the tent. What was that? I forget the festival.
we've done like Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
We've done that. Yeah.
And what struck me is that when you guys were going in, you know, you checked in and you're like, yes, I know I'm a girl, but I'm, you know, and I was, my heart sunk a little because still we face that these days.
Right.
Because it's really not a cool thing to do, right? Or
Right.
people don't think of rock stars as women, right? But things
Yeah,
are
the
changing.
guy was like, wait, what do you mean you're in the band? You know?
Right,
You're like,
exactly.
yeah. I'm like, move
Oh.
a little bit.
Sure.
Yes, I do.
So anyway, so yeah, that struck me, and I was like, oh my gosh. So you probably face that a lot, but that probably gives you more ammunition for the songs that you write
For sure, yeah.
and the performances that
Yeah,
you do,
definitely.
right? Oh my god, that's so cool.
And then especially when we play acoustic shows, people be like, are you guys that angry? Like, you know, because then you really hear the lyrics, you know
Yeah.
what it's like. We're not that, well, we write the music, so we're not that angry. You know?
But it's gotta be, you know, I think rock and roll is therapeutic.
Right. It
You know?
has to be, you know, there's really,
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta say it, and it's art, and it's
Right.
yours. And nobody can take that away from you, and it's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So, excellent. So, how did you meet you met your bandmates in college? And what I loved about the video of the Warped Tour too is that it really shows what it takes to do what you do, because it's not just the fame and fortune. It is getting up at the crack of dawn like you did today. She was here, folks. She was here for a wonderful concert experience. And she got up at 7:30, and it's like really late today. So folks, kids out there, if you want to be a rock star, just know it ain't all, sleep all day. Okay, no, you are up and like at the Warped Tour, you guys set up your own tent. You were meeting all the fans. You were signing autographs.
Yeah.
And really pitching what you're doing and plug, because you got to do that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Warped Tour is probably one of the, you know, unfortunately, they just did their last tour, so I'm hoping it comes back. They're doing a few different like reunion type shows and special events, but it's probably one of the, you know, rough tour because you're up at 7 in the morning, you're out in the sun hustling all day, and then you go and drive 8 hours after that, and we're the ones driving and stuff too, so it's like you have to worry about your voice and taking care of yourself and making sure that you're gonna, you know,
Oh yeah.
be able to go on stage the next day and then do it all over again. You know,
Oh,
and it's
man.
always the hottest day of the year.
Of course.
Every time. Always.
I
I mean, today was freezing in Texas. I mean, I was out there at 7 a.m. It was like 50, 40, 50 degrees.
Oh my God, you're like, wait a minute, this is Texas.
Yeah, we're like,
you know.
wait, good thing I brought shorts with me.
I love it. I love it. Well, and I think the coolest thing is, not only do you have a fantastic career going and you're recording and all of that, but you've got an incredible mentor. And I'll let you talk about her as much as you'd like. I would like to leave that up to you though, but I think that's pretty dang cool. And how important is that in our lives these days to have great mentors?
It's pretty cool to have, amazing mentors, and us being on Blackheart Records. You get, the queen. You get the queen of rock and roll.
Yes.
She's amazing. She's an inspiration. Just kind of, she goes up there and is amazing every night. She's, even.
Thank you.
know.
Thank you so much. We love Jay Gilligan's. They're so awesome. Yay.
We'll get our
So folks, who she's talking about is
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Yes.
Joan Jett and the freaking Blackhearts. Yes, the one and only Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And I'm telling you, I'll share a little bit of my story. I remember the first time that I saw her because it was at a little country fair in Michigan, and my sister took me, and it was nice and quiet, and not quiet, of course, but it was small, so we could actually be just right almost up there on stage, and I'll never forget that. And I was asking my friends if there's one picture that can define your life. Maybe it was a piece of artwork or it's a picture that can inspire. I just recently discovered, I remembered that it was Joan's album with the yellow cover and her jumping up, right?
Yep.
That was in my bedroom. Okay?
Oh, cool.
And that led to me to come to Texas. Now, obviously, it didn't work out that way, but what I was so delighted when I saw Joan maybe about 10 years ago at Mayfest here, I had the opportunity to go see her then, which was really awesome. She is, what you see is what you get. She loves what she does. She's a true professional, and she doesn't stop rocking. It's like, you don't stop cooking. You got to keep on cooking. You got to keep on rocking. So again, any experiences you'd like to say of how cool is that? And to be on Blackheart Records, which is the most amazing in the world.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a dream. What we wanted. It's just it all worked out. It's just gotta be at the right place at the right time and just kind of hustle and and working a lot, traveling a lot, and just working every day towards it. So
and I think I would imagine that not only is it, it's just so exciting to be doing what you're doing, but every day has got to be exciting because you are living your dream, and it doesn't matter if it's a small crowd or a big crowd, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You are living that dream.
Oh, yeah.
And that gives me chills just right there. But you're learning from the best, and you're learning the ropes. You're learning how to do all of this stuff. And so there are many jobs out there for people in the industry that they probably didn't even know about.
Yeah, even when I went to college, I went for music business and business management, and went to Five Towns College in Long Island.
Excellent.
And, I kind of went in there like, I want my own music venue. And now I'm kind of like, that doesn't sound fun at all to own a music. In theory, if I had all this money, it sounds pretty cool. But, that was kind of like my goal going into college. I'm like, wait, because I thought that was really the only thing, was kind of promoting a show, putting a show together. Yeah. Which I did for a while, and I love that. But I didn't realize how many different jobs there are, just like, at a record label or at an actual show. There's production, there's merch, there's lighting, there's audio, there's dressing rooms, there's so many things that you could do that there's just like, oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll try a little bit of this, and just kind of get, my hands in everything and see what works, and and you guys are gonna just keep learning new stuff because industries are always changing and new technology and stuff. So it's kind of like, all right, even with gear, we're like, oh, there's these brand new pedals and amps and stuff, and you're like, well, I gotta get all this stuff now and stuff. So there's all that, the whole that side of the equation too. So there's guitar tech and there's drum teching. There's so many jobs.
It's a business.
So many type of jobs that you when you tell your parents you want to go to school for music, they're like, what? How are you going to get a job? Like, what are you going to do? But then, even then, I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
but proud of you because again, you lived the dream. You went to college, you studied it, and now you're living it. And I'm going to share some things, but you know what? You've got this beautiful plate of nachos. Let's show
try
them.
it.
Look at that beautiful plate of nachos.
Would you like some?
Oh, we'd love. Thank you. And of course, I have the old Texas Shinerbach. Yes, we are supporting. So yum. So I guess that's what Jay Gilligan's is known for, is their nachos. So that's what we're having here. Yum.
Yeah, we said that, so I was like, we gotta do it.
I love food.
Me too.
You know, and my mentor, I've had many mentors in my life. One of them is Martin Yem. I've had Ken Cook, he's a PBS chef, and Natalie Dupree, who's also a PBS chef. And I've had Julia Child on my show, which was really cool. So I guess I consider Joan Jett is like the Julia Child of rock and roll, don't you think? Totally. I mean, you could see her, right? And what my mentor Martin Yen always told me is to diversify your talent, and I think that's what you're doing so well. You are learning it. You don't have just the stars in your eyes. You're going to do it, and you're living it and doing it. And in fact, you went to Australia lately. She's been to Australia.
Yeah, the Living End.
Oh.
Gotta rep the
Yes.
Australian punk rock rockabilly. They're amazing.
Representing,
they were so
yes.
good.
Oh, was that like a dream to see them?
Really, they were great. I mean, just going to Australia in general was like one of those pipe dreams you have, and like, I don't care how, but I want to get to Australia. I'm a huge shark fan. Love sharks.
And where did this come from? Where did the shark fascination come from?
Probably Jaws.
Yeah.
So the Jaws movie I loved. You know, I watched it when we were probably too young to watch it, when, you know, my family showed it, so it was always like a family movie. We're like, let's watch Jaws, you know? And, you know, I had my friends watch Jaws before we go to the beach, 'cause I don't know, you know?
That's always like family show to watch.
Yeah, like, guys, like, we should watch Jaws before we go to the beach. I mean, what do, you know, why not? So...
I love it.
But I love Shark Week. Shark Week's like my Christmas week for me. So every week I'm like, you know, there's shows and stuff. I have signs like, it's Shark Week. We're doing shark prizes, you know. So it's just, I'm a nerd about it. So
I love it.
I'm just like, if I could have one, you know, my one goal with the band, I just want a song on Shark Week.
Yes. See, I think
Discovery Channel, come on.
I think that'll happen. Yes. Discovery Channel, okay, listen to this, because watch this one. This is the one, you know. This
it's only 135 days. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, you got
the day right now.
I'm serious. You just gotta go for this.
Yeah.
No, and your band members are just so wonderful. They're so talented and so fun. That's gonna be like fun being with them. They're like a sisterhood in a way.
It is, yeah. You know, they kind of call being in a band like being in a marriage, because you gotta, you know, work with everyone and their quirks, my quirks, you know, and see, you know, like our drummer Mel sneezes extremely loud, and we've been trying to compile a video of her sneezing. But now we've all adapted to the sneeze. Now we all sneeze really loud and yawn obnoxiously loud, because now we're all like, oh, we've been in this band forever. We should all yawn really loud and sneeze obnoxiously.
You should turn that into a song. I'm thinking, you know,
sneezing and yawning and sneezing with rock and roll bands.
Oh my God, that's great.
So then it's like you're with each other all the time, so you just like learn each other's habits, and we're like, oh yeah, let's do that too, you know. So it's a lot of fun.
It's the inside jokes. I think what I love. Here's something. I remember when my husband and I moved here 33 years ago to be a rock star. It didn't work out. But I remember I'd had a full life. I did a lot of things. But when I came, okay, now I'm going to write music. So I sat down in my living room. There was like hardly any furniture, whatever. And I started to write, and I had nothing to write about because I don't think I had lived enough. Does that make sense? Because I could sit down right now, 33 years later, and I could write all kinds of songs. What about you? I mean, with your travels, what do you think?
It's tough. I feel like a lot of it depends on the songwriter, probably, of like what they write about. But sometimes I could write a song in a day. Sometimes it could take a year to write. You know, it just depends on the song, the subject, how you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of like, you know, sometimes they just happen and they're there. You know,
Magic.
and you're like, hey, guys, play that riff. Okay, yeah, there's a song, and sometimes we've sat on a song for months and just can't get the lyric or can't get a part right. It's like, you know, so it's kind of an ongoing an ongoing process. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like art. You know, you can't. It's not done
like, is
until
this
it's done.
painting really done? Do I need another slap of paint on there? And
Yeah.
so it's definitely a
love it.
process, and you have to kind of.
Yeah.
I'm still relatively new at singing and writing lyrics on my own too. So it's still been a tough transition for me. So I've been trying to learn about that too, and just try to be better at it. So.
Oh, well, I think you're doing a great job. And you guys are working on new music now. You're recording.
Yep.
That's
It's
exciting.
almost done. We're excited.
Oh my goodness, we can't wait for it to come out. That's going to
Us
be
too. We're excited.
awesome. You're like, okay.
Yeah, we're like, we want to hear it.
Oh, so tell them what you've got out right now that's available and your social media stuff and all that so we can keep in touch with you.
Okay. So we're at jackknifestiletto.com and all of our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Twitter is JKnife Stiletto because they don't let you have that many characters.
Well,
But yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. Twitter. I love Twitter. All I do is complain on Twitter. Like that's all Twitter is for is complaining. It's complain. Is because that's the only place that companies listen to you is on Twitter.
Really?
So if you're at like an airline or anything and something's wrong, you complain on Twitter.
Okay.
Because they'll answer you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there you see, folks. You heard that first. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, always complain on Twitter to companies.
Always complain on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have some more, my dear.
know.
It's exciting for me to be here in Arlington, and I think of how much Arlington has changed since I've been here and how the music industry has changed. And right now, we have Six Flags, we have Jay Gilligan's right here, we have the Cowboy Stadium, which is not named the Cowboy Stadium, but I always call it that because it's easier for me to remember.
Right.
We have the Ranger Stadium and all that. And they're using these different venues for music, which is really great. So how do you guys feel about playing these different venues that are not maybe a normal venue like
I
Pro?
love it. If we could,
Yeah.
we'll play anywhere.
And it doesn't matter
We'll
where
play.
you are.
Yeah, our minivan could take us anywhere. So
The minivan.
the tour minivan.
That's-
We'll go wherever.
Do you have a name for your minivan?
It's Vanny Stoic.
OMG, that's great. Very stoic.
Yeah.
I love
Which
it.
actually this week I was on my way to the studio. I had 2 flat tires.
Oh no.
2. So
Yeah.
some people think that they might have been slashed because they were both on the same side.
Right. Oh, no.
But what are you gonna do? So
I know.
I sat in the parking lot for 4 hours waiting for a tow truck. So I complained to Chrysler on Twitter the whole time. I wrote some parody songs. So
See, utilize, that's just it.
Yeah.
I saw a really cool thing and it said, let your frustration fuel inspiration. And I think
sure.
that's pretty powerful.
yeah, and I think that's definitely where
Yeah.
we write a lot of our music is probably out of frustration and
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the smart. That is just smart. You're a smart rock and roller.
our
our
EPs are based around this concept of it's called Chronicles of Jane.
Yes.
And it's about
right.
stalkers.
Okay.
So literally, it's like things people have said to us. Which is
Really?
the song "Dear Jane" is like literally things that people have said to us.
Wow.
So we wrote this whole we wanted this whole comic book
Yes.
concept
Right. Exactly.
with the EP. So each EP has the artwork continuing on each one.
Very cool. And I love
so
that. I
cool.
mean, love that you share that on your social media. And I love that, whoever did it did an amazing job. Are you the artist for that? Or
No, we hired this girl. Her name's Becca TR. She lives in Toronto.
Fantastic.
We wanted to go with a
Yeah.
local chick artist that
Awesome.
loved what we did, and we wanted to help each other out. So we promote her, she promotes us, and
That's
we
great.
had a video call with her, and we're like, oh, this is what we want, and then she'll just email us things, and we're like, how did you know that's what we wanted? That's great, So it's
Wow.
pretty cool to find someone in another, Canada, but
Yeah.
someone you've never met before. I found
Yeah.
them on Instagram, and
Yeah.
it's like, hey, you want to do this? So it's pretty cool.
That is great.
Yeah.
I think that is the fun thing about what you do and what art is, and again, I don't think it's ever finished because a lot of songs they're doing nowadays. I mean, I heard some Australia songs. Who Can It Be Now? Remember that from I can't even remember who the band was, but it was a totally different arrangement. And I was just like, wow, okay. But anyway, I think that we can't wait to see all the exciting things that are coming from you and your band. And we're going to keep in touch with you. We hope to come and interview you again sometime. And I'm gonna let you eat your nachos before they get cold.
Should we talk about cooking?
So, oh yeah, we could totally talk about cooking. Yes, I love talking about food. Oh yeah,
I'm bad at cooking.
yeah. We had to talk about that because you want to get on the world's worst cook, right? So
Worst
Food
cooks
Network,
in America.
Yeah, worst cooks in America.
That's
Now
me.
listen in because she wants to be on it. And I think she'd be fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And so listen up. Okay, so what have you made that has not turned out well?
I burn eggs.
Oh my goodness. You just call them blackened, right? You know, I mean, they're Cajun and Creole eggs, right?
I'm so nervous about making things raw that I overcook them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten better at it, but
Right,
it's just, that's like even with cooking chicken, I'm so nervous about like
Yeah.
not cooking it enough
Right.
that I'm like, oh, I don't know. So then I overcook it all the time.
And
you
it's
know?
rubber chicken.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I've mastered rice-a-roni and mac and cheese.
All right. Excellent.
So I can make that.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say, what do rock and rollers eat? What's a rock star
Yeah.
eat?
I
What do
mean, we eat eggs all the time on the road
Oh, okay.
because we wake up in the morning, we go to,
Yeah.
a Denny's or something, or just,
Yes.
grab a quick
Exactly.
diner thing, and then,
Yeah.
during the day, like, I don't like eating before shows because then, I just
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not
It
a
just
good
makes
thing.
it- yeah.
Probably not a good thing.
I don't like it. So,
Yeah.
so we usually just eat like a small sack, and then afterwards we're like, we're all starving. We need eggs because that's all that's open now, So we go to Waffle House or IHOP and all that fun stuff. So literally, we come home from tour. We're like, no more eggs for like 2 weeks, please.
I love it. I love it. And again, when I came down here, I was a hairdresser. I didn't go to college like you did. So again, I feel like my life is passing before me. But the thing is, the one thing I loved is that after the gig, we would go into Denny's. We would go and have breakfast
Yeah.
at midnight, and that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So
Breakfast
so
meals, too.
it is a great thing, and so that's why I treated you to this beautiful little board
you.
because she's a rock star and she needs a breakfast board for her room. So that's what she got. My friend, I got to give props to my dear friend Robin Plotkin. She's the board mama. You'll check her out on Instagram. She's awesome. So she inspired me to do a lot of boards. So you've got your gluten-free waffles, you've got your bacon, which you love,
Yes.
and some other treats on there.
Love
so.
it.
But no
Thank
eggs.
you.
I almost put eggs.
I
I was
know,
this
I
close, but probably not a good thing.
I guess so.
What would be a dream meal for you if you could eat anything in the world? What would it be?
I love hibachi, I would probably say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
hibachi's really good.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
and-
or just like, my mom's mac and cheese and breadcrumbs is like so good.
oh, good
So
answer.
once in a while, I'm like, Mom, I'm coming home. I'm gonna break my gluten thing, and
Yes, oh.
just let me have it.
Let's just
let's just gluten it up.
we'll be a glutton instead of a gluten free.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And that's tough. These days a lot of people have different food allergies, this and that and the other. But I think the fun thing is that you still appreciate your mother's wonderful
Oh
cooking.
yeah,
That
my
is
mom's a
good
great
thing.
cook,
Oh,
and I
that
did
makes me
not,
happy.
did not.
Yay, Mom!
I did
you
not
did good.
inherit.
Oh, well,
She
yeah.
would curse at me and be like, yeah, beeping,
Because it's a family show. Anyway, no,
Yes.
I
She's Italian, so it's
Oh.
a lot of cursing.
I love it. I love it. Well, I think my goal with you, Annie, is the next
Mm-hmm.
time we meet, not only are you going to hopefully be on the world's worst cook of America, but we're going to work on your cooking.
All right, sounds good.
And then my dream is I'd like to sing backup for you for something.
All right, sounds good.
I could
Love it.
and I could play the tambourine or bass.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know if you
Awesome.
have a tambourine in your band, but
Not
or the
currently.
cowbell. I could do
Oh,
that.
everyone needs more cowbell.
More cowbell. I
More
could do
cowbell
that.
all the time.
And I could be on tune for that, I think.
Okay, cool.
But,
Love it. Well, maybe we'll play here.
I think that we could play Jay Gilligan's. Yes,
Oh,
that would be.
okay.
We could talk him into it, I bet.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
anyway. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they have a nice stage area over there.
They
so.
do. We could just rock this joint.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
rock it. And okay. So, anything else you'd like to share with your fans out there, the viewers of things you've got coming up, or anything that you've got on your mind?
We've got some tour dates coming up to support the EPs and
All right.
check out jackknifesolo.com. We got a bunch of merch up there. Sign up on our mailing list and
Yes.
be our friend. And if you say weird
Yes.
things to us, we might write a song about it. So
Wouldn't that be cool?
yeah,
I
you can be the
love it.
chronicle of someone else.
I love it. And then we'll have a cooking chronicle. Oh,
Yes,
I love
yes.
it. I love it. It's a deal? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll do
sounds
it.
good.
Well, thank you so much, Annie. You
Thank
are
you.
just a doll. We love you, and all of you out there, thank you again for tuning into Cooking with Carol. Kind of, doing different things here. We're talking food. We're cooking, always talking about food and music and lifestyle, and it's all about rock and roll, in my opinion, and magic, and magic. So have a good day, you guys. Love you. Bye. Rock on. Yay! That was awesome. Cool.
Oh wait, we'll do one more.
Cheers. Oh.
So good.
Okay. Have you guys played in East Lansing at all, or Lansing, Michigan?
I don't think so.